Əziz tamaşaçılar, proqramımız davam edir. Bizim qonağımız din xadimidir. KİPRİNdən gəlib, amma Zimbabvedə, yəni öz necə deyirlər, vəzifəsini, din xadimi vəzifəsini yerinə yetirir. Mitropolit Serafim Kykotis proqramımızın qonağıdır. Thank you very much, Your Excellency, for this opportunity having you in our program. Of course, we would like to get your opinion like a person who is a religious person. And your messages, I think, will be very benefit for both of us and for the international community also about COP29.
First of all, we are very, very blessed for the hospitality of the people of Azerbaijan. Many thanks to the President and to the organizers of the conference. Just I like to mention what Mandela said when they asked him about his family. He said, "My family is very huge, it's the whole nation." So we need the leaders today to follow Mandela, to consider their peoples as members of their families. And in this way, we protect ourselves working on justice and unity. But we have to remember that the Paris Global Agreement is our hope for the protection of the whole planet and for the future of the humanity. And unfortunately, the Paris Global Agreement, after 9 years, is still on the papers. We failed to follow three things. First of all, participation of all the countries for climate change action. Secondly, timing. And number three, unfortunately, the countries they promise to put funds, they fail to give what they promise. So we want to challenge as faith community members, the leaders, to give priority of protecting the humanity. And the only way protecting the humanity is to sit down and to be together, to have dialogue, to solve problems, and not wasting money on guns every day. The United States, they spend more than 900 billion on military spending. And in Africa, many kids, they don't have water, they don't have food, and we don't know if they are going to be, many of them, alive. So,
you know, one of our guests here in our studio here, you know what he said? He said 700 million persons today in the current days, they haven't electricity even.
Exactly. So the reason we have conflicts, immigrants, refugees, is because we fail to be together, how to protect the communities. So the Sustainable Development Goals of United Nations is very important way in order to create conditions for our survival. 200 years ago, the population of the planet was 1 billion. After 200 years, we are 8 billion. That means in the same place, there are 10 times more people. So we need more goodwill of all the people, and especially of our leaders. Now the Security Council of United Nations are not working together. After the Second World War, the leaders, they decided to establish the United Nations, how to respect each other. This spirit we need even today in order to give a hope for our kids to live in a better world. And we are privileged that we are in this very beautiful country to have this conference. Let's hope that it's going to be the beginning in order to work all of us for implementation of the Paris Global Agreement.
Yeah. Today, fortunately, we have already first result. Today it was signed one very important document about carbon credit. And what do you think? It can be, you know, very well beginning for this process, for consensus, for financement, for solving the climate changing problems. What do you think about this today's event?
Yes, you know, there is a good intention of the Secretariat, of the presidency of the country here, but, you know, the big leaders are not here. like the president of China, the president of the United States, the president of Russia. You remember in the Second World War, only 3 leaders, they were together, and they managed to establish the United Nations and to find ways for peaceful coexistence. So we need also these leaders to come together, not to go only to the meetings of the G20 when they have the meetings of the rich countries, but we need them here. That's why the faith communities today, they are the ones who bring this voice to tell the leaders that they have to be together and to protect us. And there is a way, because now we have the technology, we have the science, and if we work all of us together, we can change things, and to consider that any suffering in any corner of the planet is my suffering. Only in this way. Now they are killing people in Middle East, they are killing people in Ukraine. This is not the will of God. The will of God is to be together and to be one family. And I do hope that they are going to be generous, the countries who they can afford to participate and not to have an empty wallet, giving hopes to the people without implementation.
Yeah. You are speaking, of course, very interesting, and you have some proposals also. But the solution, what is the solution, Your Excellency?
The solution is to participate, all of us to participate. But we need the leaders to be in the first line and to have a continuation. When we spent tremendous amounts on military developments, there is a way to get the funds. And when we come to speak about the implementation of the Paris Global Agreement, unfortunately, funds are not there. So we have to find ways how to have guarantees for the territories of all the countries and to give priority of protecting the humanity. The matter of peaceful coexistence is an emergency, and the climate change crisis is related to the matter of security and of peaceful coexistence of all the peoples. We love our nations. And the best way to protect our nations is when we introduce policies to protect the whole planet and the whole humanity.
Yeah, Azerbaijan, has played a very important role in the international processes. In this regard, also our country helped to some, climate NGO organization in the world. And our country also helped the small countries. And of course in COP29 also we provided some initiatives, for example to help island states. How is your opinion about these initiatives of our republic?
It's very important, during the COP28, Azerbaijan was there to present many projects they developed during the last years. That's why all the countries they were positive to come here. And the next COP30 is going to take place in Brazil. So in these 3 COPs, the main subject is exactly how to solve the problem of finance.
Yeah.
And there are ways to get the finance. What we need is the goodwill of the leaders to come together and to say we are going to give priority to this, this, and this. And countries suffering of poverty, we can quarantine their territories, national territories, and to stop wasting money on military development. But the problem is very complicated because the reason the rich countries are rich is because they are selling guns. In countries like in Syria, where they are sufferings of the people, they don't produce guns. In Sudan now, nobody says anything about the refugees there and the people. So the leaders, they have to come together. And we have to upgrade the role of the Secretary General of United Nations. And of course, we need unity in the Security Council of United Nations. So the role of the faith community is to challenge our leaders to find ways to be together to protect all of us. We have to start thinking not beyond of our nations, but to say that we have one planet, one common house. And the best way to protect your people, your family, is when you protect the others. So we have to come to this perspective of sharing. And we are blessed that we are in this country because we know when there are research, the one who reach the new scientific reality is alone in his lap. It doesn't matter how great is your country. What we need is the goodwill. And when there is goodwill, we can change things.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Just in the end of our programs, we have a tradition. We give the floor to our guests to address directly to our nation, Azerbaijani people. Please, the floor is yours.
Please work in unity, supporting each other. Without supporting each other, we risk our survival. So we need unity and common action, and especially never to allow our kids to be the victims of our way of life. We have to find ways to protect the kids. They are not responsible for any problems we face. Protect the kids, please.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency, for this interview, very important interview. Əziz tamaşaçılar, bir daha qonağımızı təqdim edeyim. Mitropolit Serafim Kykotis, o Kipirdən qonağımız oldu. Eyni zamanda Zimbabwe'də. You are living in Zimbabwe, yeah? Zimbabwe'də və öz vəzifəsini yerinə yetirmiş olur. Just as I translate some words from your point of view. Əlbəttə bildirdi ki, digər qonaqlarımız kimi Azərbaycanı təbrik etdi, yüksək səviyyəli, yəni tədbir keçirməsi münasibəti ilə burada toplaşmağın əsas məqsədi dünyanın xilasıdır, planetimizin xilasıdır dedi və aparılan müzakirələrin də nəticə yönümlü olacağına inandığını ifadə etdi. Azərbaycanın sədrliyinin yəni bu işə ciddi töhfə verəcəyinə inandığını ifadə etdi. Həmçinin bildirdi ki, bu işdə yəni böyük dövlətlər, imkanı çox olan varlı ölkələr öz yəni imkanlarını ortalığa qoymalıdır. Baxın dedi, Paris, yəni Parisdəki o bilirik ki, yəni Paris anlaşması imzalanmışdı, iqlim dəyişikliyi ilə mübarizə məsələlərinə həsr olunmuş. Orada imzalanandan sonra müəyyən təkliflər irəli sürüldü və qərarlar qəbul olundu, amma təəssüf ki, kağız üzərində qaldı. Burada o daha çox böyük ölkələrin məsuliyyətinin olduğunu vurğulayır ki, onlardan bəzilərinin, yəni liderləri tədbirlərə də gəlmirlər, Bakıdakı tədbirə də o cümlədən gəlməyiblər və bildirdi ki, bu cür münasibət olduqda əlbəttə yəni dünyanın iqlim dəyişikliyi məsələsində irəliləyiş əldə etmək çətin olacaq. Çünki Nelson Mandela'nın fikirlərindən istat gətirdi. Dedi ki, dünya bizim ailəmizdir. Ona görə də biz bu dünyaya yəni öz ailəmizin bir fərdi kimi yanaşmalıyıq. Hər birimiz o cür onun qorunması üçün addımlar atmalıyıq. Fikirlərini səsləndirdi. Xalqımıza isə ən sonunda müraciətində dedi ki, yəni hər biriniz bu dünyanın xilası naminə, yəni bu iqlim dəyişikliyi məsələsində birlik göstərməliyik. Bir-birimizi, necə deyərlər, qorumalıyıq. Özəlliklə də uşaqlarımızı. You have spoken about children, yeah? Save children. Özəlliklə də körpələri, uşaqları qorumağı, yəni bütün insanlığa, o cümlədən də bizlərə də yəni tövsiyə etdiyini diqqətə çatdırdı. Hörmətli din xadimi, bir daha xatırladım, əziz tamaşaçılar, proqramımızın qonağı Serafim Kykotis Kipirdən oldu. Mitropolit Serafim Kykotis Zimbabwe'də öz vəzifələrini icra edir. Ona bir daha təşəkkür edək. Thank you very much again for your taking part in our program today. It was a pleasure for me and I mean for our viewers also. Thank you very much.
İnşallah, maşallah.
Beləliklə, əziz tamaşaçılar, sizə hələlik deyirik. Görüşənədək.